that, I'll turn the mic over to you.
Hello traders. Hello Josh. Hello Paul. Thank you so much for having me. It is my pleasure and honor to be here, as I'm incredibly always excited about speaking about power of pure price action and Fibonacci. How's everybody else's sound? Please confirm. I see that somebody else says the sound is low. Can everybody else hear me well? Please confirm. Yes, excellent. So I would like to share with you the format of the webinar. In the first about 15-20 minutes, I will share everything about Alpha Wave Trader method. And the most exciting part of the webinar, as always, is answering your question. So pretty please prepare the instrument and time frame of your choice, and I look forward analyzing it for you. But first, do recognize the importance of reading US government required disclaimers. Please spend time doing that. And shall we start? What makes Alpha Wave Trader so different? I use no software whatsoever, no indicators whatsoever, simply pure price action. Entering markets using market structure and exiting markets using Fibonacci levels. So for example, and I know guys you prefer black background, but I'm sorry, I'm a girl and I like plain vanilla white charts. You will never see in my room exciting indicators. You will never see anything but pure price action. And one of the questions today received in our live trading room is about candlestick analysis. And guess what? Then I get an email from one of our current students who trading Renko charts, showing you that Alpha Wave Trader method applies to any instrument and any time frame. It doesn't matter if you trade range charts, it doesn't matter if you trade minute charts, it doesn't matter if you trade Renko. Formula remains the same. So let's take a look on these Fibonacci levels that I spelled out early on February 26th. I said, oh no, S&P 1 hour, which is what we use in our day trading room, is getting ready to collapse. But don't be fooled. At the open in our trading room we said, we are not going to short into this level. We know better what Alpha Wave Trader Fibonacci level means. When price comes to reversal zone, you're monitoring for price reversal. That's exactly what happened when price reached reversal zone 1. Again, all of these levels are drawn and applied to any instrument and any time frame. In day trading room, we analyze all of these levels in detail, and that's how we trade, using price for entry and Fibonacci for exit. What has happened on S&P when price came to reversal zone 2? Oh no, another reversal. And this reversal reached the most critical level in the market structure, which is decision point 1, and sorry gentlemen, but it will forever remain magenta level because it's my favorite color of all times. Very pretty, hot pink, to make sure you never forget what the most important level in the market is. This Fibonacci tool is free. It's available on any platform. What has happened after S&P reached this level? It hasn't been able to break through and finally stayed this very powerful reversal. Today we had taken 2 of those long trades in our live trading room, each for 4 points, because it was very clear. S&P was staging very powerful rally because reversal zone ultimate destination was reached. And shortly I'll give you my projections further up on other time frames. So again, this is all there is. Pure price tells me everything I need to know. And here's an example of one of the live trade we had taken today in the room. Again, everything I do in our live trading room I do for demonstration purposes. This was my long trade. What happened with this long trade from 1840 and a quarter? Where did it end? It ended at Alpha Wave Trader proprietary Fibonacci level, reversal zone 2. You can see it's 5 range chart. This is a chart I use only on S&P. It's incredibly small time frames that gives me for the first target 7 tick stop and 7 tick first target. But the formula is identical. Respect where reversal zone is, know where to close your trade. It doesn't matter if you trade 5 range, it doesn't matter if you trade S&P 1 hour. Formula remains the same. And price tells you far in advance where all these levels are. So let's keep going. Why in the world do I do this? Because I had been through the trading jungle. I had tried every single indicator and every single software that exists in the market. And if you would read the story on my website, you would know incredibly clearly that the smartest thing I've ever done is to remove all the software and all the indicators. I've listened to the whisper and I started paying attention to price. And magic has happened. I started seeing the same symmetry you see when you look in the mirror. I started seeing symmetry in price, the same you see when you look on flowers, nature, everything that surrounds you, music, waves, animals, anything you can possibly imagine has incredibly perfect symmetry. So why in the world is anything different about price? It is exact same formula, exact same ratios that surround us in everything. And that's exactly what I apply to profit targets. That's exactly what identifies the most critical levels of support and resistance in the markets. So let's take a look at indicators. As I worked with multiple software developers and I used every single indicator that can possibly exist in the market until about 6-7 years ago. Every single indicator looks at how market behaved after the fact. There is no indicator on the planet that tells you in advance where profit targets need to be. For example, let me find my chart. This is an example of one of the charts that I received from one of the students who had been trading for 20 years and had not been able to become profitable. Why in the world is that a problem? Because if a trader spends entire time paying attention to stochastic volumes, errors, flashing things, God knows what here on the chart, what does a trader really knows about the markets? Anything? After 20 years, this trader could not become profitable. Lack of market clarity, lack of control, complete dependence on indicators. It's an addiction because indicators look so pretty. But in fact, when you start using them, you recognize your entries are way too late because entries are way too delayed. Trading becomes subjective and speculative. It is not precise, it is not simple, it is not clear. This gives you clarity. You'll be amazed. If one thing you learn here, remove all the indicators, start paying attention to the structure. This structure showing you where the trend inception is. This structure showing you where the conjunction is. This structure showing you where to take profits off the table and to monitor for reversal. Each and every day I spend with pure price action, it becomes easier. It becomes like riding a bike because price keeps repeating exact same pattern. And if you trade position trade, for example, oil weekly, all of the levels on oil weekly I had drawn since October 2013. Oil weekly reached decision point 1. Very beautiful magenta color that looks amazing with high heels and all sorts of other things. Every time I see it, I remind you, most important color, respect it. know where this end of the minor trend is. Oil Weekly spelled out very, very clearly. It's only a minor pause. But it's also reminded you what not to enter into, because the pullback was 300 ticks. It is first target on monthly chart. What has Oil Weekly done when it came to decision point 2? It staged pretty powerful reversal. Know your levels. Know where decision point 2 is. Oil 6 months later had not been able to break through this level, and as I projected since weeks and months ago, oil is heading all the way up to 110, but is very, very tired, and be prepared either tomorrow or Monday for a pretty impressive pullback. That's why we've been getting incredibly sluggish moves on oil. Is that clear? That's all there is. Pure price tells me everything I need to know. It doesn't matter if I trade oil weekly. It doesn't matter if I trade Apple monthly. What has happened with poor Apple? Oh no, it came to the end of the minor trend. Sellers stepped in as expected. If you're trading Apple monthly, if you're a position trader, you better respect this level. It doesn't look promising. Apple is showing continuous collapse further down. This is only a corrective structure. If you follow me on my blog, LinkedIn and Facebook, I will be posting projection on Apple collapse further down. That's all there is. Pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. Everything on Apple had been drawn on August 2013. Clear? So, let's keep going. I'm incredibly passionate about what I do. I think it's the best video game in town. So, that's all you will ever see at the Alpha Wave Trader Trading Room. Pretty clear and pretty pure price with very, very precise and very simple Fibonacci levels. So there we go. What is Fibonacci? Look in the mirror, ask yourself, why are your eyes so perfectly symmetrical? Why is your body so perfectly proportional? Because man by the name Leonardo Pisano discovered this phenomenal symmetry that confirms that nothing in this world is random, that everything is completely pre-designed. And that's why I love what I do. I see it each and every day at my work. I see it each and every day witnessing the power of the price. So how is Fibonacci calculated? This is exactly what we trade each and every day. These are in front of you Fibonacci numbers. I don't believe in any other numbers. The most powerful numbers that I am trading as a day trader, 5 on S&P. I would never touch 5 on oil. S&P 5, 8, 13, and 21. Stop and target on 5, roughly 7 and 7. And then we're scaling out, so first, second, and third target accordingly. 7, 10, 12, 15, what have you. On 21, your stop and target will be 4 times as big. You have to recognize the importance. Big as a time frame, big as a stop, big as a target. There is absolutely nothing in common between 5 range and 21 and 34 range. If you are trading on S&P 21, 34, and 55 range, be prepared to be in a trade overnight. You are becoming a position trader. If you are trading S&P 1 hour, exact same thing. Price will tell you where your stop and target will be based on the price structure. On oil, I would never trade anything less than 8. Oil is the beast of the indices, but as recently Catherine completely shocked me and stunned me, one of our recent graduates, Catherine Yu, you can hear her audio testimony on the website, she trades DAX. Catherine been trading for a couple of years. She's taking group session and she's trading DAX 1 in 5 minutes. She said, hey, I can't sleep. I wake up 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll take 20 points, I go back to sleep so much better. Choice is yours. What speaks to you? What instrument and what time frame? Formula remains the same. All we do is apply this very powerful golden ratio and continue trading. In a trading room, I pick to trade S&P and pick to trade oil for one simple reason. They complement each other and they have absolutely nothing in common in their behavior except they are the futures. That's all there is. A lot of our graduates trading bonds, trading gold, trading natural gas. What speaks to you? What instrument and behavior? Very, very important to identify. Only you know the answer. So again, if I get a lot of newbies and people ask me, and I see that newbie going to oil, oh my God, pretty please, don't ever do that. Oil is one of the lowest liquidity futures that there is. The swings in volatility is extreme. But yes, DAX is drastically more volatile than oil. When I see Catherine trading that just takes my breath away. So, S&P is the queen of the indices, and that's why I trade those two instruments. Billions of dollars traded on S&P, and volume on oil is typically 30-40 times less. That should explain to you the volatility. And as a trader, it's absolutely essential that you understand in precise detail what instrument you trade and what's behind that instrument, what exactly it means, where it's traded, who is trading it, what the volume is. Anything and everything you can possibly know is absolutely essential for a trader to become master of one before trader ever adds second instrument. So here's an example, very, very basic principle of alpha wave trader method. This is what I believe and this is all I trade. It's that simple. It's vanilla. I believe in trading the inception of the trend, wave 1. Enjoy! But oh no, do not trade wave 2, corrective wave. Not a good idea because it's counter trend structure. And we'll talk about it when I'll bring up a longer time frame on oil. Because it was the case today on oil because oil was stuck in a corrective move for an hour. So let's recap while we're talking about it because it's very important. So here's oil. All the levels on oil drawn on February 25th. On February 25th at the market open, I said, Pips, pretty please respect decision point 1 as it's coming up. What has happened at the market close? Decision point 1 was reached. What has happened in overnight markets? Very powerful rally picked up the steam. And this is where it gets interesting, and this is where I would love for you to see videos on our website, because once again it was very, very exciting news release because I spelled out, despite having 15 times less oil supply, this bullish rally was very, very sluggish. It was expected to be sluggish. We had taken 2 long trades on oil, and I said, Peeps, pretty please, monitor for shorts. We don't care what fundamentals are telling us because if price contradicts the fundamentals, if price is entering into reversal zone, price will collapse. It doesn't matter that oil news is very bullish. That's exactly what happened after trading room close. Price completely collapsed. This is one of the slowest news release, one of the most powerful bullish news, incredibly low supply of oil, and complete collapse. And this is exactly what happened this morning. Is that clear? Exactly what happened this morning when price was revisiting reversal down. This is what we teach you in the course. 4 very clear rules. Monitor for trend inception. This was classic short collapse. Where has it ended? Oh no. Decision point 1 is a problem. Big problem. This is when we were stuck in a trading room. This is when I had taken long on oil and I said, peeps, I'm taking counter trend trade. I'm taking pretty aggressive trade because we're stuck babysitting this structure. But I warned everybody. I said, this trade is not going to go very far because the block is on the way, decision point 2. What are you witnessing the price is doing? You're witnessing this continuing dance between the levels. Not very, very impressive. So, if you come to Alpha Wave Trader YouTube channel, you could browse multiple videos, live trade examples, and you can very, very clearly see all the videos on our website, on Alpha Wave Trader forum, blogs, and on Alpha Wave Trader YouTube channel. So, it is the best video game in town if you respect the rules. It becomes easier each and every day. And yes, we have a beginner trader who graduated from the course, Janice. We have an open forum, all our graduates and students exchanging opinions. They're available for your phone calls. Send me an email, info@alphawavetrader.com, and speak with Janice. I highly encourage you to hear what she has to say. She did double her account already. So it's a fact, it's the truth, and Janice is available. So when I see that kind of story, one person comes to me without any baggage, one person comes to me without any other indicator addiction, what's possible for even beginner trading? So that's all there is. That was the inception of the trend on oil short trade. That's what our students had taken prior to trading room open. When we were in a trading room, all I had was this long trade. Very, very boring. Counter trend. That's all there was. Nothing less. Clear? So, and that's all we trade each and every day. This is the major trend structure. Stay out of the market wave 2. That's what I took because there was nothing else on oil. And enjoy wave 3. Never ever acquire position at the end of wave 3. If you can count till 5, if you can spend time with pure price, if you can do your homework, obey 4 rules, apply patience and discipline, anything is possible, as we learn from our students and graduates. So there we go. Very, very clear. Classic structure. 1, 2, 3, the power, 4 and 5. You got lucky here if you entered at the end of wave 3. That is not something that knowledgeable, conservative, and selective trader should be doing. It will work on occasion. Most of the time, you will be collecting very, very little profits. So here we go. Almost done with this presentation and look forward. Yes! If you're as passionate about trading, you're doing the right thing. I believe life is too short not to be passionate about what you do. You spend the most of your time doing your business, doing your work. If you came to trading for the passion of the art of trading, you will be profitable. You will get there. If you came to trading for the love of money, but you don't like trading, pretty please, give yourself a favor. Walk away. Money will come if you love what you do. If you don't, trading is the most dangerous business you can be a part of. The only way you know that you love trading, you know that it's magnificent, beautiful, simple, if you come and you look at the charts and you're like, oh, I feel like I'm meditating. I feel like the magic of the symmetry never ceases to amaze me. How much more clear can it be? Price tells you everything you need to know. Simply obey the rules and trade between the levels. Never, ever, ever into the levels. Simple and pure. Take profits off decision point 1. Never enter here. This is the end of wave 1. And respect the end of wave 5 when major trend ends. That's all there is. 10% of our students master the art. First week. Scott, Renko Trader is the latest example. 1 week, he's done. Average studying time, roughly 4 weeks. We meet 3 times per week. Average student, 4 weeks, done. 8 weeks, and overkill. So, what's important to remember as a trader is that ranging markets consist of waves, but waves still respect Fibonacci level. So here it is. I'd like to show you something. Let's review the ranging markets. Are you ready? I can't get enough of this. Sometimes I wish I didn't have to sleep and I could just continue witnessing the power of the symmetry. It is so marvelous. Here is an example. Take a look what happened overnight on oil. That's how simple it is. Drastically smaller formation. Oil did very sweet, very chop. Dense. Decision point 1. Pull back. 50 ticks. Decision point 2. Pull back. 40 ticks. Reversal zone. Oh no, even smaller waves, ranging markets respect these levels. And this is where it gets very dangerous, and this is where no indicator on the planet will ever tell you what to do. This is correction. This is not a reversal. Price was dancing on oil the entire night, showing you very clearly, if you're a knowledgeable trader, don't touch this. If you are trading MACD or any other indicator, by the time you're entering long, you're supposed to reverse. But if you're respecting what price is telling you, you don't babysit this fluff. This is very dangerous. You simply walk away from computer. Is that clear? Can you guys see my YouTube link? Please confirm. I'm not sure where I need to post that. Yes, I love it. Thank you. So, I'm so with you. Yes. So if anybody doesn't believe in God, pretty please, come and prove me wrong. And pretty please, watch the documentary from Ben Stein, No Intelligence Allowed, that most leading scientists in the world found the confirmation that nothing in this world is random, and it has such a phenomenal pre-designed symmetry and formula in everything. So here's an example of trading markets that our amazing Catherine is using on DEX each and every day. And yes, Catherine is also available. And yes, her audio testimony is posted on the website, just like Janice. If you come to the website and you go to this orange thing, you can witness and listen to our audio testimonies. Our students are open. We continue updating the testimonies so you could hear how our students are progressing. So, it's very important that you can hear what people have to say. Completely open forum. I believe in karma. I believe if I do the right thing, that's all that matters. I believe in honesty. I believe in open forum. That's what we do. So, that's what she trades trading markets. That's what she trades 1 and 5 minute chart. We do not teach 1 and 5 minute chart in education course. But there we go, another example. That formula remains the same. Price moves in exact same sequence. Price still respects Fibonacci levels. I chose range charts because range charts are incredibly basic to learn on. Minute charts are a bit more complicated. I find that students grasp range charts very quickly. So there we go, the most important wave, wave 3. Enjoy the ride. Do not ever acquire position at the end of wave 3. Bad idea. You would think you're rising very, very powerful trend. 90% of the time it would be a losing proposition. Clear? Enjoy the inception, wave 1, wave 3, stay out, wave 2, wave 4, and walk away from computer if 3 wave formation had been completed. Don't ever be motivated by greed. Be motivated by knowledge, by being humble, by being patient and disciplined trader. So there we go. You can come to my website and you can read my story. So, which is absolute truth, and I'm incredibly proud that I finally listened to the whisper. Okie dokie, the same exact example to the downside, wave 3. Is that clear? Not a good idea. No knowledgeable and conservative traders should ever be trading wave 5. Make sense? You entering at the end of the trend. Here's an example. Trader who doesn't understand the market structure entering at the end of trend, and trader thinks, ooh, I'm riding very powerful trend. Ouch! What happened? You entered into the brick wall. You didn't respect the market structure. If you're paying attention to pure price, you would know that better. Simple, pure, and clear. 4 precise, simple rules tell you that. If you come to the computer and market is here, you walk away, walk the dog, play the golf, do what you gotta do to make this world a better place, but you do not get tempted acquiring your position at these levels. Crude oil. Chop, 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 plop, plop, plop. Oil, unlike S&P, that's one of the reasons that only experienced traders should be trading oil, has very funky formations. Because due to pretty low liquidity, oil can be easily manipulated. There's so many times we are in the market and there are only 300 contracts on oil. So only experienced trader who doubled his account or her account should be trading oil. So, formula remains the same. On oil, my favorite time frame, 21 range. 21 range, you're roughly going for 23 tick as your first target, 23 tick as your first stop. We have amazing graduate Nicholas who loves to option trade oil 34, 21, 55 range chart. Make sense? Simply bigger targets, bigger the range. This is one of the cleanest and most beautiful charts you can ever see. This is classic, magnificent, beautiful structure. Google 1 minute. Enjoy the ride, inception of the trend. Respect the beautiful end of wave 1. Stay out of corrective 2. Enjoy the rally on 3. 3 is always present. 5 is not. Minor trend ends at 3. Corrective trend ends at 3. Stay out 2 and 4. Enjoy yes wave 1 and yes wave 3. Classic and beautiful. And that's how I see the price. That's those 4 critical rules you learn in the course. It is actually that simple. So in the course and in the trading room, we analyze pure price action. I'm monitoring for at least 2 rules before I take a trade. As I spelled out earlier, in a trading room, if we stuck in counter trend structure as we were today on oil, I would take a counter trend trade, which signifies that trade is an aggressive trade. Once you master price action trade entry, you only take a trade after 4 rules are met. This is conservative and selective trading because trader is not tied up to trading room hours. Trader is not tied up to babysit wave 2 for 2 hours, as we done today on oil. Then you apply Fibonacci levels and take your profits off the table. No software, no indicators. Any market and any time frame. Our students trade on Sierra charts, MT4, Infinity. Latest student came from MetaStock, platforms I never even heard of from other countries. It is free, Fibonacci tool, no software here. We have students who trade Forex daily and weekly. When we work in private mentoring, we concentrate on your instrument and your time frame. So there we go. Pure price action identifies wave formations, tells you exactly where you need to take your price entry and when you need to walk away from computer. Clear? And that's how price moves, giving you high probability entries, high probability targets, and show you very, very critical areas of inherent danger, reminding you where these most critical levels of support and resistance are in the market. It is tragic what's happening in my home country, but frankly, I'm not surprised. That's why I have zero desire to go back. It's a wild west. That's why I think that America is a land of milk and honey. That's why I think if anybody says one negative thing about this country, they should and try to live in Ukraine, South Africa, or Italy. Those are few of the countries I lived in. So pretty please don't get me started because I love and adore America. And I will forever be the biggest patriot because I've lived in different countries and I've seen it all. So if anybody takes the beauty of this country and what it's giving us, if you simply work hard, you can reach for the skies. You are nobody and nothing in Ukraine, Italy, Brazil, Africa, unless you know someone, unless you can pay people off and do everything else. So anyhow there, don't get me started. I should not go and look at those questions. So we have 3 different rooms. Live trading room where I demonstrate the method. Very, very important point. Demonstrate the method. Education room is entirely separate. Those who master the theory, education room is open after live trading room. So when you sign up for the course, you come to live trading room Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 12:30 EST. And then we go to the education room Monday, Wednesday, 12:30 and Friday, 11 EST. I don't believe in trading on Friday. One of the most popular classes is 11 o'clock EST. We have a lot of students who continue remaining members of Alpha Wave Traders Club, which is our graduate club, and still come to Friday class, because that's where we review larger time frames and we continue analyzing various structures from monthly, daily, weekly to any instrument students would like me to take a look. So there we go. That's all there is. Trading 2 instruments, one of each to complement each other. S&P 500 futures is the queen of the indices, very well behaved instrument that will test you to the core of your patience. Oil futures for experienced traders. The beast, unless you of course trade DAX. Education room, you have instructor-led training Monday, Wednesday afternoon, Friday. We are giving you access to online webinars. We're asking you to complete homework, and we love to see when you come to us with serious intentions. We're actually keeping you accountable. We're actually asking you for a homework. Once you master the course, look forward to seeing you in Alpha Wave Traders Club. I run Alpha Wave Traders Club simultaneously with Trading Room, where I analyze each and every trade I take. I answer all the questions and I do pre-market analysis. So that's all, traders. That's all I have. I don't have anything else except I look forward answering your questions. That's how trades are placed, with precise entry, stop and target, but it is very, very critical to recognize. It's a world of difference, being a follower versus being a leader. In the course, you learn how to trade and read pure price action, how to pinpoint exact entries, stops, and targets, how to take profits using correct Fibonacci application, how to trade an all-encompassing methodology. Any questions? Please let me know. So, I see that you guys start posting questions. I had shown already a couple of trades we had taken in the trading room. Let me know, guys, if you like me to analyze your instrument and your time frame. So while you're thinking, let's recap the trade. One of the trades I had taken today on S&P. So, this was the trade on S&P 5 range. This was an entry, 1840 and a quarter. This was a stop. The first target was 1841.75. This was second target. 4 point. Lovely at the market open. One of the trades we had taken today. Any other questions? Please let me know. That is the example of the trade on S&P. I don't know what stock is KO. I don't trade stocks currently. So pretty please post the instrument and the time frame you'd like me to take a look at, and I will gladly analyze it for you. I don't do that here. Here I look forward to answering your questions. An education course, we are teaching you everything step by step. I developed my method on Russell. I traded only Russell for years. I'm very sad about what happened with Russell. You don't want to trade the instrument whose headquarters are in Atlanta, Georgia. You need to understand what you trade, and you need to respect the fact that big changes had happened with Russell. I identify wave 1 based on those very critical 4 rules. Absolutely essential to respect them. Russell, 5 minutes. Beautiful question. So let's rock and roll. Let's enter the instruments you'd like me to analyze. I see very, very good question about Russell. So I'm going to futures first. Russell 5-minute chart. Okay. What's the next question? Gold 25. Tick charts are very dangerous. If you trade in gold, you only can trade very low volume. You can't trade anything more than 5 lots on gold. You would be getting terrible feels. So, I've traded gold for about 3 months. It was a torment. The fields were a disaster. GC, we have students who trade gold, but they trade only maximum 5 lots. Short-term view on Apple, pretty please let me know what time frame and I will gladly analyze it. Soy meal, I have no idea. What is the symbol on soy meal? I don't believe I've ever in my life looked on soy meal. What is it? Description, soy meal? No idea. You probably mean just soy, correct? What time frame on soy, please? Mini size soybean? Which soybean? Soybean oil futures? Okay, ZM soybean meal futures. There is no SM on Ninja. That's the instrument you like me to analyze? What is US 5-minute? I have no idea. I stopped trading stocks since 2008. I have plenty to trade if I'm trading futures. I position traded stocks for a long time. Currently, I believe if you're trading futures, you don't need to trade anything else. That's why we have plenty of graduates who trade stocks. All right, so if you don't tell me what time frame, I don't know. Is it bonds monthly or is it bonds 1 minute? Apple 4 hour coming up. Very, very good question. So let's set up a sample chart and let's go by the alphabet of what we just pulled up, shall we? Apple. Apple, we're going to take a look on Apple 4 hour chart as Apple very, very first. Let's see what we have on Apple. Looks pretty gappy. Is that an accurate data? I don't think I like that gap. I've been traveling for a couple of weeks. There is something very funky here. Is this accurate? So, I only have access. It is accurate. All right. So let's take a look. Let's see what has happened on Apple 240 minutes. Are you ready? This is where Apple on 4 hour chart collapsed and found the support. You had beautiful opportunity to short Apple from 550. Apple started finding support the moment it came to reversal zone. It gave weak correction to the upside and finally gave you very powerful opportunity to buy outside of reversal zone. Is that clear? When Apple came to decision point 1, what has happened? It struggled for how many hours? 12 hours, reminding you that this level is always present. Do you see how critical this level is? And currently you had another beautiful opportunity to buy again at about 516, 518. But don't be fooled, Apple is due for a pullback, which it actually already given a pullback on 4 hour charts. This was very, very classic and very clean. And very, very big reminder. Know where to take profits off the table and know what not to enter into. If you come to the markets and price at reversal zone, you don't acquire trend position here. You monitor for reversals. Apple did not give any powerful reversal until about 508, 509 area. Everything else was just a corrective fluff. Because that's how I chose to name it. That's the terminology I came up with. All right, so what is the second instrument on the thing? The question was about oil. Somebody asked me about oil. Was somebody interested in oil, yes or no? Gold. I see the question about gold. The gold you would like me to take a look on 25 tick. Why 25? Could you please tell me? Where is this number coming from? What does it mean to you? All right, so what do I see on gold 25? What has played out in the last few hours on gold? Let's see. Cutie Fruity Gold 25 tick gave you an opportunity to buy, blasted through decision point 1, found resistance at decision point 2, and this is where it started getting interesting. This is picture perfect reminder. The moment price came to reversal zone 1331, what has happened? Sellers started stepping in. Bearish corrections started picking up the steam. What has happened when this came all the way to decision point 2? Know your levels, trade only in between, never into. Make sense? All right, so let's keep going, shall we? What is the next instrument on our question? Did somebody ask me to analyze Russell? Steve, bonds, what time frame, please? Steve, what time frame on bonds? Ouch, 25 tick. Today, since somebody else asked me to analyze bonds, was incredibly powerful point of entry. All right, I will highlight that for you so you could see it. And you could see where bonds had ended. So, this is very, very interesting because it hits very close to home when it comes to bonds. Lovely bullish rally that reversed as expected. Clear? 3 range. I would never trade 3 range on anything else ever except bonds. Bonds liquidity even higher than S&P. You should never ever 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 touch 3 range on oil. Make sense? Bonds 3 range. Soy meal ZM daily. Love it. Okay, soy meal. What was it? The end, yes? No. What is soy meal? It did not register. Hold on. As instrument manager. What was it? What was this soy meal? I never in my life looked. This one, ZS, correct? ZS, not ZM. This one. Okay, let's go on soy meal. Love looking at the instruments I've never heard in my life. I've never in my life looked on soy meal, I promise you. And we're going to look on daily. On Ninja Trader, I prefer to look at 1440 minute chart. Data is loading. Lovely. Very, very beautiful and very powerful collapse. So let me show you why you should have expected that if you're a position trader on soy meal. That's how dangerous acquiring a position at reversal zone is. Make sense? So let's take a look. Let's see what happened. When the long opportunity you had to buy at 300, price came to decision point 1. This is what I'm always warning my students. When you're trading a larger time frame, you have to allow wiggle room. You have to allow a couple of ticks. Again, I have to trade the instrument to spell out to you how much. On oil, you have to allow, for example, on hourly chart, about 5 ticks to watch out for the selling pressure, because it's a difference between winning trade versus losing trade. Sellers stepped in with vengeance a couple ticks prior, correct? Most critical level in the market structure, the end of wave 1. Is that clear? Decision point 2. And here's the ultimate reversal. Classic, beautiful short. Magnificent. And what is happening with price currently? Why is it reversing? For the same reason. What has price done again when it came to decision point 1, decision point 2, and reversal zone? How predictable can it be? Is that clear? That's soy meal daily. What am I expecting on soy meal? I expect that price will find a pullback to the upside very, very close to this level. And I expect continuation collapse all the way to 370 and potentially much lower down. The key would be to monitor the power of the pullback. That would be very, very critical. This is very powerful bearish structure. Very powerful bearish structure, and it's only inception of the bearish trend currently. Make sense? Any other questions, traders? Please remind me if I missed something. Apple 1 hour. Love it. Love Apple. Thank you. Okie dokie, this is Apple Daily. Let's take a look on Apple 1 hour. What is happening on Apple 1 hour? Let's take a look and let's see. Oh, it's a very beautiful rally. Magnificent rally. Beautiful buying point on Apple was this morning at 516. That was a very critical level to buy. So that push to the downside was completely expected. Completely expected. So let me give you projections what I see Apple do next. Alright? This is rule number 1 you learn in Alpha Wave Trader course. This collapse was expected. Your powerful buy point inception of the trend was here. This completely expected. Most critical, most essential piece of a puzzle every trade must remember forever. And price had been struggling here for 4 hours. This is excellent case study for my wave class for tomorrow. I love it. As God once again works in mysterious ways. Can everybody see my Apple 1 hour chart? Please let me know. Awesome. So there we go. If Apple will make it to this level, expect selling pressure based on this current structure. Once this is broken, Apple will go much further up. These are the levels I'm projecting further out on Apple. But what happened here? Expected, magnificent, predictable, and number 1 rule in your personal trading. Know where to expect opposite selling pressure. Any other questions, traders? Please let me know. We're running out of time. Again, I'm always open to hear from you. People are shocked when they actually call and I pick up the phone. Because I love speaking to you. I'm just one of you guys. And I'm forever blessed that you're putting up and listening with me. So, let me know if you have any other questions, if there is anything else you'd like me to take a look at. And if not, feel free to email me. Please don't email to support. Email to me, which is info@alphawavetrader.com, or call my number. Thank you, I just. Yes, it will be available on Trader Kingdom the website, and it will be available on my website as well. I have no idea what question you referred to. I had a lot of questions. Something about newbie. What is the question, Prince? Please restate. Any other questions, guys? Let me know. I spelled out we have Janice, who's beginner trader, who finished the course. She's never taken any other course, but she completely mastered Ninja Trader platform before coming to us. So I'm not sure what any other question there is. If you have another question, please type it up quickly or feel free to email me or call me. This is a number that comes directly to me. This number and this email. Do not email to tech support. The email may get lost. I'm sorry, at the beginning of the webinar, I was doing the webinar. I was not reading anybody's questions. So if there is no other questions, guys, I look forward seeing you in our trading room. You can see very clearly invitation that had been posted for the next week, March 3rd through 5th. Has everybody seen the 3-day trade room pass? My pleasure. Thank you, Ajax. Thank you, traders. Thank you, Massimo. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you, Stapleton. Remember, nothing in this world is random. And when you're passionate about trading, you are doing the right thing. You are in the right business. And if you know what you're doing, you shouldn't be anxious, you shouldn't have sweaty times. You should come to trading, to your computer and say, this is the best place on earth. There is nowhere else I'd rather be. Then you know you have arrived as a trader. So thank you so much. Contact me at any time. Thank you for your time and look forward to seeing you in the trading room. Ciao kapao everybody. Prince, feel free to call me with your questions. I'm sorry I missed them as I was concentrating on webinar. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.